An alcohol is a carbon chain that has an OH on it. If the carbon that has the OH bonded to it is bonded to one other carbon, it would be a primary alcohol. If it's bonded to two other carbons, then it would be called a secondary alcohol. So this drawn here is a secondary alcohol. If you have a primary or a secondary alcohol, you can replace the OH on it with a bromine, a Br, by using a molecule called phosphorus tribromide. So you can turn a primary or a secondary alcohol into a primary or a secondary alkyl bromide using this reaction. Phosphorus tribromide is really a clear liquid, as you can see here. And the mechanism for how it works is essentially two SN2 reactions. In phosphorus tribromide, the phosphorus is bonded to three bromines. Bromine is more electronegative than phosphorus, so it pulls electrons to itself. The bromines become slightly negative, and phosphorus loses those electrons and becomes slightly positive. That makes it an attractive electrophile. So what happens when you add the primary or secondary alcohol is the slightly negative oxygen of the alcohol attacks the phosphorus. That's nucleophilic attack. At the same time, one of the bromines, which is a very large atom and a good leaving group, one of the bromines leaves, acts as a leaving group, and leaves. That's loss of a leaving group. If you ever have nucleophilic attack and loss of a leaving group happening at the same time, that's an SN2 reaction. So after this first SN2 reaction, we have the oxygen attached to phosphorus, and then the bromine that left is now a bromide ion in solution. Then another SN2 reaction happens. The oxygen that attacked the phosphorus now has three bonds. Anytime oxygen has three bonds, it has a full positive charge. And that charge makes this whole big group a good leaving group. And that allows a second SN2 reaction to happen. The bromine that left can swoop in, has a full negative charge. It can use one of its lone pairs to attack this carbon. This carbon is losing electron density to this oxygen. The oxygen is pulling the electrons to itself, so this carbon is slightly positive. So this bromine will attack that slightly positive carbon, that's our nucleophilic attack, and this good leaving group will leave. That's our loss of a leaving group. So again, you have nucleophilic attack and loss of a leaving group happening at the same time. This is also an SN2 reaction. And after this SN2 reaction, we have a bromine where originally we had an OH. So we have replaced or substituted the OH that was here with this Br by using phosphorus tribromide. So to show you this outline once again, you can have a primary or a secondary alcohol. If you add PBr3 to it using the mechanism we just went through, it will turn that into a primary or secondary alkyl bromide. It will replace the OH with a Br. And that's the SN2 conversion of a primary or secondary alcohol into an alkyl bromide.